the hardest part of playing in sixth is that. Just getting your fingers, and here's the key for fingering. Just make sure you got enough fingers to get where you have to go. And my teacher would roll over in her grave if she heard me say that. Because she was like a finger fanatic. You used the fingers she wrote, or you didn't play. That's not the case, because you know what? I have little short stumpy fingers. You know, my husband can reach an octave in 3 notes. I can't use the same fingering he uses. It doesn't work for me. So you can give fingering suggestions, but everybody's hands are a little different, especially as we get older, right? I got arthritis and arthritis. Oh, never mind. Anyway, okay. And artichoke? No, never mind. I shouldn't tell jokes. Now you got to think of the sound. What instruments will play intervals like that? A violin can, right? But generally an oboe wouldn't. An instrument that only blows 1 note. You could have 2 of them, but they don't generally sound so great. So you have to think more ensemble. What can you use? Now, if you go on the internet and you hear 2 sopranos singing, okay, you could go to, how do I turn that on, Greg?
Go to System.
It only takes me a week to forget.
And then scroll down to the very last option.
Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm going to go to this human voice department. All right? In the human device department, I'm going to try soprano and see what happens. That would have been about 2 seconds and I'm done with that. Soprano's humming. But this morning, I like this one. Listen. You know when you get a little easy recipe and you go,
It needs garlic.
It needs garlic. Everything's good with garlic. It needs a little of this, or I'm learning how to use herbs. Last year we grew a whole herbs garden. So I have like dry herbs. The other day I was looking on top of the freezer in the garage and I found this bag. It looks like a bag of dried marijuana. I said to Cecil, I said, do you know what's in this bag? He goes, I don't have a clue. And I don't even know what is in there. We put it in there to dry it, but now I don't know what it is, so we threw it away. Anyway, but if anybody ever came in our garage, they go, Okay, so I forgot where I was going.
You can add a little twang.
A twang.
Yeah.
I hear something that, like a little bell. So I'm just going to go to the others department. Why? Because you hit one touch and it's gone. I learned my lesson 1,000,000 times. Okay, I like that. Now, chances are I won't like it tomorrow because my mood will change. But for now, that's good. I kind of like it.
It's in Music Assist, Barcarolle.
Barcarolle? We'll see what they pick.
That's the one I was using.
BA.
There it is.
There it is.
All right. No. I like to see. Now, if that's what's cool, though, you go.
Well, you know, it's a place to start.
It is a place to start. I don't like any of it, and that's fine. But I can use that to start, and then I can change. Okay? I don't like the waltz they picked.
Yeah, right, because that's why you don't like that song.
No, I don't like the waltz rhythm they picked.
Yeah.
I like the charming waltz.
That's what you think of when you think of that song. That's the problem. If you picked out a really good one.
Yes.
So it changes the whole essence of that song.
Absolutely. Just like herbs do. They change everything when you put the right amount and the right proportion. The volume levels that you pick. See, what they picked mostly all solo sounds, clarinet and an oboe, so you wouldn't play sixths. But it's pretty.
Well, they made it sound more like a march than a waltz anyway.
Yeah. Okay, now turn the paper over. Okay, that's the content for this, okay? Pretty easy to set it up, pretty easy to do the sixth. When the saints go marching in, this week I want you to listen to fill-ins and endings. No, fill-ins. Just, is it on the back? Oh, you got the beginner class one. I changed it. Do you have the... When the saints go marching in? Yeah, you picked up the one from this morning. All right, playing this song is not my favorite thing to do, but here's why I did it. See where you have all of the ties?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to try some rhythms this week that you put a rhythm break with. Okay? Now, what is a excuse me? What is a rhythm break?
Good question.
It means it's when the orchestra has a long held out note and the drummer goes dooty 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 doo like that. He's the rhythm break. Or you hear in a big band, you'll hear the instrumentalist stand up and go do 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 and just sit back down. They're called.
She does that a lot in Georgia on my mind.
Yeah,
She does
toots.
the
They're
drums.
called tooties in the middle. Okay, so all I want you to do, I don't even care if you play when the Saints go marching in. I want you, and Jerry's not here this week, but when he played Phantom, I said, put a fill there. And he goes, what's a fill? A fill in and a break is the same thing. Okay? So, what you do is you just, and we're just going to do this manually. You can assign it to pedals and all that, but there's a button on every keyboard, organ, digital piano that has rhythms that's called fill. Okay? Fill in. All right? So let's start with a country. Just not, well, yeah, just because I like it. Now what you have to do so you can really hear it is turn the volume of the rhythm up. Okay? Alright, then you just hit the fill button. Hear it?
So when you do that, you hit it on the first beat.
Now, sometimes you'll get two measures. That one you only got one. Okay, I gotta slow this down so you can hear it. Look up on the. Now that TV has a delay on it, but see the little bouncing ball? Some keyboards have a little bouncing ball, and some of them just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and some of them have a light that just comes on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to hit the break on beat 1. Because watch, if you hit it, let me find one that has a more defined break on it.
That was a good break.
Okay, hear that? Now watch. Let's go back and watch from beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch if I hit it on 3. You only get a half of one. Okay? So you kind of want to, if you want a half of one, you can. But you got to make sure that that little bouncy ball or the little red light is on when you're on beat 1.
You have to hold it down.
No,
No.
just now. If you have an organ with a pedal, or if you have a keyboard that has a pedal controller, you can go in and you can hit quick guide, kick the little pedal. It says foot switch. See? It says variation down, variation alternate, or fill. All I have to do then is just kick it. everything for you.
Is it always a drum that you get?
Not always.
No.
Not always. Sometimes you get a whole orchestra. Let's go to a big band. Greg, what's the best big band fill in here?
Probably go to the first page. Oh, Big Apple, I think.
Okay, let's listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
You may have taken the switch off.
Should have. Stop it. Yep, I did. Two, three, four. Okay, there's also different variations. If you have that, like it on variation 1, you're gonna get a really short one now. Remember? All right.
You gotta send it again.
Took down the foot switch again.
Why? I shouldn't have to do that. And I have to shut it off to do it. I should not have to change that every time.
Put it into a reset.
There. Fine. See what I learn every time? Did it work?
Wait, wow. That does really add a lot.
It does add a lot. If you go to something a little, let's do some foxtrot.
You changed the way that
Here's your assignment. Next week, you're going to be the one that's here.
So shouldn't I be giving the assignment?
Yes.
Come up with a joke. No, go ahead. Here's your assignment.
Okay. Greg's just going to put a waltz beat on and the strings. That's it. So it's content. It's not, everybody can sit and play this, just C chord and G chord. But I want all of you to sit and play your version of Barcarolle. And don't stay home, because notice there's less people today, because I gave an assignment. If you don't do it, I don't really care. But see if you can make a version of Barcarolle this week, okay? And if you want to perform it, fine. If you don't, I don't care. But it's just a waltz rhythm, so you can't screw it up. Well, you could, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right?
And
Strings only. That's all you get to use. Just strings.
Just strings.
Well, if you haven't one of these organs, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
But if you're playing on a keyboard or something we don't have, then just put strings on, because that's kind of the ground, sound we're going to use. All right?
And what is to accomplish? You want us to play in sixths?
Sixth or whatever, I don't care. Just
Okay.
make an arrangement out of that song.
Okay.
Okay? Go on YouTube, find an arrangement you like, and try and duplicate it.
I wish I had a recording of that. Now,
Oh, no. No, that's not the point. The point is, we want you to become what you are. You're never going to play like Greg. Don't even try, because you're not him. You're not going to play like me. You're not going to play like anybody. If you start to develop your own style, Greg's already developed his style, and it's developing as we speak.
Or undeveloping.
Music is like golf. You cannot win. It will never end. You will always be evolving into whatever you're going to be. I play different than I did last year. We all do. So just enjoy it and laugh and get a binder. Okay, remember, that was the assignment. Everybody got a new binder with 5 dividers in it. Okay?
You did?
Well, you weren't here, so you didn't know. All right? See you all next week.